What's good, my family? What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about how we've been sitting wrong for our whole lives and how we should actually be sitting, okay? And I'm also going to get in some back pain tips. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Alright, so you guys are probably used to sitting in something like this, right? A chair? Alright, well, let's see how I sit in it. Alright, so you can tell just by me sitting in it that my back is very at a sloped angle, okay? You can see that the chair does not have my back in favor, as in for keeping it straight, you know? So, right off the bat, that's a garbage chair. You don't want to be even sitting in that. But this is the problem with most of the chairs, okay? This is the problem with every chair, actually. We're not supposed to be sitting in chairs, because when you're sitting in a chair, your back is trying to properly work, okay? Your back is trying to properly function in a straight path like this. But when you're sitting down, you're basically forcing it into a enclosed position that it doesn't want to be in, you know what I'm saying? And what happens when this happens is all your organs and all your energy and all your blood flow, it has to work extra harder. It has to work extra harder to move around the body, because you're cutting it off in certain positions in the back, in the waist, in the feet. And when you sit like this, when you sit like this, it's basically like my legs don't work. It's basically like I don't have legs, you know? I'm just neglecting my legs for sitting, you know, like this. I'm not even using my legs at all. So this is actually an improper way to sit. And this is the reason for a lot of people's back pain, back problems, you know, spinal problems. This is a reason for a lot of this stuff, is because, you know, you are forced to sit in these kind of chairs for your whole life, pretty much. School, you know, work. You can find these chairs anywhere, you know. So you're pretty much made to sit in these chairs, and no one has really questioned the safety of, you know, the positioning of the chairs and all of that stuff. And this is the reason why almost every old person you know is going to have a misalignment of some form. Okay, this is just the facts. They're gonna have a misalignment because they've been sitting on these crooked ass chairs for their whole life. They've been sitting on these improperly made beds that basically don't support your spine at all. Okay, so you can see that this thing is not no good for you anymore, okay? So let's get on how to sit normal, how we're supposed to be sitting. Instead of sitting somewhere in like a chair like that where my back is being cut off of any normal position that is trying to withstand, okay? So if I want to sit in a normal position, if you want to know how your ancestors were sitting, if you want to know how your great family was sitting, okay, basically they're sitting in the most natural, safest form, which is basically just a squat, okay? It's just a squat, as simple as that. The reason for the squat, okay, and right here when I'm in the squat, my feet are engaged, my back is engaged, my arms are on my knees, so they're engaged, alright? Everything is engaged at this point. I feel comfortable. I can just relax. Also, being like this lets the energy function through your body properly, okay? You can see how my back is just normal. This is how we're supposed to be sitting, all right? We're supposed to be using all of our muscles to balance each other out, okay? But when you're sitting in a chair like that, it basically picks and chooses what muscles it wants to work with, and this will be detrimental. And also, not even that, it just fucks up your whole back, okay? It fucks up your whole spine. So if you're in the middle of growing and you're sitting on that all day, or even if you're sitting on that anyways, that's gonna fuck up your back, like, over time, okay? That's gonna really fuck it up. So honestly, if I were you guys, I would just start squatting, you know? I would just start, you know, wherever you can, whenever you can, just start squatting. Substitute squatting for any other chair. Because what this is going to do is it's going to allow your spine to actually function properly. So as you're aging, your spine has the ability to grow with a normal posture, okay? Because when you're sitting in a chair, it's gonna grow at an awkward position, and this is going to cause a lot of damaging long-term effects for your spine. And I'm telling you guys, like, this is real stuff, okay? If you don't hop on this now while you're young, you're definitely going to have you know, these misalignments and all this stuff, because this is how the way we've been taught is to sit in chairs, sleep in beds, all of this stuff. But this is actually the opposite of what we should be doing. This is the opposite of what you would find in nature. So start squatting, because when you're squatting, I just feel comfortable. I could just sit here all day, you know, just literally. And people may say, "Oh, how is that? That doesn't hurt your legs?" No, see, they make you weak. They make you weak by sitting in a chair all day, not using your legs, sleeping in a bed all day, not using your back. So basically what happens is all your muscles become just weak and frail, and when you actually try to squat, it might hurt for a little bit, because your legs are not used to carrying this much weight, because they're usually just in a chair. And when they're in the chair, your legs aren't carrying any weight. They're pretty much dead at that point. So that's a good tip for you guys. I just wanted to tell you guys to start squatting, you know. It's going to let the energy flow properly. This is how our ancestors were sitting. This is how we should be sitting. This is how we should be training our kids to sit, not in chairs, okay? Chairs are very detrimental to health. It's one of the silent killers, okay? All right, let's move on to the back. I have a back pain, you know, solution for you guys. And this is a natural remedy. It's called a mud raw. So basically what all you're doing is you're putting your fingers in certain positions to trigger certain muscle responses within the body that actually can help you, you know, can help wherever you have a problem with. So let's start off with the back mudra, okay? And this specifically helps with the lower back also, okay? So if you have lower back pain or just back pain in general, try this, guys, and tell me if this works or not, okay? Because this is a natural cure, no medicine, none of that stuff. And it's free, so let's get into it. Take your right hand, all right? Your right hand. Take your middle finger and your pinky finger. Just put them on the thumb like this. That's all you gotta do. Make sure it's the tips, okay? So make sure your tips are on the tips of your thumb, like that, all right? Your right finger's like this now. Or your right hand's like this. Take your left hand. All you want to do, index finger on the thumb. Flip it over like this, all right? So now you have them like this. Basically, what this is doing when you are doing this with your fingers is you're triggering this response in your back. You're triggering, you know, this muscle. So whether you may feel it or not, because I can definitely feel it, I suggest you guys just try this, you know, let me know how it goes, because this has been around for thousands of years, you know. This ain't no shit they're gonna teach you in school. This ain't no shit they're gonna tell you in the doctors, you know. This is just straight up some information that I'm trying to give you guys. So yeah, look at this shit. Try that out. Let me know if that shit works for you guys, you know. That's basically it though, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a little video about how we should not be sitting in chairs no more, and try to just get rid of your fucking chair, like for real. Just try to get rid of that shit. Because in the short term, you know, it's a pleasure to be that lazy and let your muscles do no work. But you're putting a lot of pressure on your ass. I hope you know that too. So yeah, you're also hurting your ass. And also, yeah, it might be a short-term pleasure, you know, but in the long run, you're going to be affected. You're going to be damaged, you know, in the long run. This is what happens to everybody who sits in chairs for long periods of time in their life. Love you guys. Hope you guys love this video. Hope you guys have a good ass one. Stop drinking that fluoride. Start getting some nature. Start getting that sun. Stop sitting in chairs too. Simple as that. Love you guys. Stay safe. Peace.